Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a high ELO gamecast. I am Sylphin. We are very interested in looking at this game because I want to see yet again if these high ELO players can make use of the very, very effective meta. Raptors, then or Prime. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump right into the game, as it looks like it's going to be a pretty good one. Here in the blue team, we have Mr. Wacko, Yan Yin, Frog Sam on Lieutenant Bellica, Pran Scriblix on Severog, Doxex on Gideon, and Rikayo on Morgesh. Very interesting team composition here, as we can see that there ain't much front lines, just Severog. While he can be very nice and tanky, it's just one hero, which with body blocking, stuff like that, you know, maybe we would like to see a little bit more, to be honest with you. For this orange team, we have a Vision on Morgesh, Kano on Kwang, T.O. Nimp on Twin Blast, and Shadon on Riktor, and the Dews on Lieutenant Bellica. So on this team here, we have Kwang and Riktor. Riktor being that good tanky support for the front line, while Kwang could be a little bit more of that assassin nature, perhaps, for his team, with a nice kind of short range caster here on Morgesh. Twin Blast as the ADC, and Lieutenant Bellica here as the anti-caster, with both Morgesh, Gideon, and Bellica as well, being good targets for him. So the Bellica here on this team isn't going to have as much immediate success, just because there ain't that well, there's still Morgesh, Riktor, and I guess Bellica and Kwang. So a very interesting team comps. You're gonna have to see exactly how this goes about here. Look at Frog Sam being incredibly aggressive here with Vision, and there is that stun. Is it enough? Nope. Two basic attacks missed there, with the Morgesh actually dying here on this side. My apologies for missing that, as both Morgeshes were engaged on pretty hard, with Shadon and T.O. Nimp actually getting that kill. So that was definitely a pull for sure here. As maybe again, it looks like there's a replay bug. This darn. And that would be that would definitely, you know, be nice to have fixed. If we could actually see here which of these, you know, are actually is actually unlocked here. Now that's going to put this T.O. Nimp and Shadon in quite a dominant position here, but it looks like there's a little bit of a something going on. No, there wasn't. I thought there was, but the Bellica here is feeling that Master's Bellica skin very nice, as the Dews here is going to have some good experience to draw on. Looks like there is a gank here on by Vision, but both CC are missed, even though that green buff does have great success, takes her out. So there is two more Agesh ganks here, as you can see in the off lane. She does have a very good success. She has a that's where I personally would play my Morgesh in the offlane. But again, these high ELO players, pardon me. Well, especially with the Riktor, that's absolutely terrifying. I would not want to go up against any high ELO player personally, but what they're playing a Riktor, my God, no, thank you. So looks like those are the first kills of the game, both being the Morgeshes here in the off lanes, as they're gonna have to be very, very careful. Again, no hard escapes whatsoever. Here's Shadon absolutely gonna be a nuisance here. Is Shadon putting the pain on. Here comes the Twin Blast. Rikayo, Rikio, whatever your name is. Oh boy, very lucky to get out of there with T.O. Nimp not choosing to dive into the tower there to secure the kill. She is going to have to go back though, as the low health is going to be dangerous for her. Looks like Vision here is choosing to get some farm here off these white camps. Very, very smart move. The wave is pushed up. So, I mean, trying to get at least some value out of a bad situation, that will definitely be a good smart choice. So maybe that is a communication here with their friendly Kwang here, Kano, choosing to leave the weak jungle for the offlane Morgesh. Maybe give her a little bit more CP than otherwise she would get, and maybe keep her maybe a little bit you know, relevant in this early game. So in terms of supports here, we actually have a Bellica support with the Yin, as I find that quite interesting, which I mean makes sense given the Gideon here is in the mid lane with the Sevarog in the jungle. So it's going to be a little bit interesting. Frog Sama looking like he's maybe trying to rotate maybe a bit. No, maybe just getting some vision down. Maybe no, doesn't have a ward, so maybe is just trying to get that red buffs, help secure that river buff. And as that is actually something that I have been seeing more here in the high elos, and that is, oh, here's a good gank coming on Kano. Is the shield? No, that is not enough. With a little bit of a gank here from the Dews here. Looks like Shadon and Tio Nimp they're not going to coordinate that. That was definitely a missed opportunity, with Shadon having to go back here on Riktor and Tio Nimp choosing to instead stay and farm. So it's definitely a missed gank there, but I think this is definitely calculated here from Tio Nimp in that maybe the farm here is a little bit better. So here is the Dews here coming in on Dorix. Nope, nothing too fancy that's going to happen. As we don't have ultimates. No, we're not crazy CP just yet. As that's going to be nice. Here comes Shadon for a little bit of a gank. There's a pull into Skenta. Oh, but there is the nicely dodged seismic assault. I think that was definitely absolutely calculated. There'd be no other reason why he shouldn't have started to retreat immediately. So very well done on his part to absolutely read that the Dews there. And definitely that would have absolutely have been a kill as you had seen there. So well done on his part to read that Bellica stun for sure. That leaves Mr. Wacko here a little bit vulnerable, but I think Vision's playing a little bit careful. Again, doesn't have the ultimate just yet, so can't do anything too crazy here on Mr. Wacko. Although maybe she could start to maybe poke her down. She does have a ward here, but no vision anywhere else on the blue team's strong jungle to maybe give her the opportunity to absolutely commit to a kill here. Almost level 5, so we can see here if anything can happen. If she maybe could start maybe poking her down here, maybe getting a few kills before level 5. There is the hive. There's the hive, so maybe she is starting to calculate, but there's the ward going off as the Bellica coming in for a little bit of a help here for the Yin, and maybe a little bit of a gank, but she is going to show her face, though. She does know that there's a ward there from the reaction of Vision. And there's a missed stun, and now Farksheim is going to get a little bit of poke. Yeah, there you go. So very nicely calculated here by both teams, trying to make something happen. Vision does have her ultimate now, so she has to be very careful. Here's Raiko getting a pull in the face, but nope, nothing's too much going to happen. Doxa coming in for the nice ult, but there's two Nymph choosing to commit to that kill. The Sevarog does not have the ultimate, so I don't think it ult, but he does go down very nicely. As we're gonna take a look here. Can the blue team makes? Yep, they did pull that advantage very, very nicely here. Or no, the orange team. My apologies, of course. Yes, the oh my goodness, Shadon didn't go down. Where's the replay bug again? T-O-Dim did go down, and unfortunately that is just a bug here, so that is quite unfortunate. There we go. Okay, so nope, I'm not going crazy. Pardon me. I'm not going crazy. T-O-Dim did go down, and the orange team did rally around him to get a 3-person kill there. So 3 for 1, very, very nice. Sorry about that, guys. There's just the replay bugs there. Really kind of quite hard with on my last game cast, the Riktor was not even on the map. He was invisible. So that was kind of hard to see if he was actually there. I knew he was there, but just didn't show up. So both teams doing a great job of defending their off-lane tier 1. The blue team's Morgash here doing a little bit having a little harder time against a much better composition with the Twin Blast and Riktor. While neither are the choice here, the prime choice, the super duper meta choice, with the Yin obviously being more meta than the Twin Blast, if you ask me. Bellica definitely not the meta support, with the Riktor not being the super meta support either. Even though this has been twice where there has been Riktor support in game. So I think the high elo players are really picking up on the usefulness, the viability of Riktor. And you know what? I have seen it for a very long time, and all it needs is skill. That's all that it needs. Riktor, the reason why he is viable is your skill. He's either you don't have the skill to make him viable, or you do. And really, that's him. That's at least my opinion on that beast of a character. Here comes. Looks like the orange team is converging on the blue team. There's Nano missing the sword. That would have maybe put them in place here for the dudes to come and help out. But the blue team is doing the same as well. With Shadow, look at that pull. There we go. But nope. That is, that's his death. Oh, the very nice dodge there. The body block is too much. There's an ultimate and a two-person ultimate. Can the Twin Blast make it happen? Nope. Oh, very nicely done. Rick Yo did actually really pressure out the Twin Blast to not secure any kill there. So unfortunately, no. Oh boy, very nicely done. Oh, but the Sevarog does burst down the Twin Blast very nicely there. So unfortunately, that is a 1 for 2 for the orange team, or rather a 2 for 1. So that isn't very good. But here comes Kano trying to make something happen here with the Sevarog. Maybe he does know that, and that's why he's choosing to be right here. There's Tio Nim. Oh, there's a little bit. Oh, but the ultimate is missed. Somehow the sword didn't hold him there. Interesting. So obviously, I guess the yeah, so only level 1 sword. There you go. That is exactly why. Maybe you upgrade the sword a little bit more, just so that it holds people in place a little bit longer. As that would have been a kill if pardon me, if the sword would have held him there for that little bit of a split second longer. Looks like Kano wants to put some pressure on the tower, but he's not going to commit because he knows that the minions will do that. So here is an 11-minute 40 mark. There is the Raptors. The blue team is out of position with the Morgash in the offlane, but so does the Kwang. He is much closer. Looks like the Morgash is zoning out of the blue team very nicely. The Sevarog did jump down there, but let's see here. The Sevarog is committing to that. There's a one-person pick for the orange team very nicely. Oh, but there's a nice Gideon ultimate. Look at this on the... Oh, but nope, not too many people there, as the blue team has been piecemealing into this engagement, giving the orange team the advantage very nicely. So unfortunately, the orange team the blue team rather did piecemeal into there, and that's going to be one dead Bellica from the dot of the Morgash. So oh boy, 3 for 1 for the blue team. Not too great, as the Raptor camp did go down. I didn't really see who got the Raptor camp there, whether the Gideon ultimate got a few of those Raptor kills, but either way, the orange team is going to get this mid lane down. At least they should definitely group up and make use of this number advantage right now to create some sort of map control and map securities to really help get the Orb Prime later on. They do have the offlane down, and their offlane is still up. So very interesting development there over the Raptor camps, with the Sevarog maybe kind of committing a little bit too much too early, trying to make something happen there. Then the follow-up not there for the blue team. As you can see there, they saw the orange team saw the Morgash all the way in their offlane. So they took that advantage with one person being a little bit out of position across the map. They took that advantage and used it to secure the Raptors. So these high elo players really use absolutely anything they can. And here comes Shadon here, being very aggressive, maybe relying on his teammate to come up. There's a stun lock, absolutely, and there's... Oh, but can they get the kill? No, the pull was used a little bit too early, and the blue team is going to collapse on this. Shadon with the quenching skills already very nicely done. And they're going to get out there very nicely. Kano's trying to be the sneaky ninja here, trying to secure a kill, but can he get out is the question. He should be able to. Wow, the blue team unfortunately not able to punish any of these orange players from overextending. That's I would have definitely expected them to have made something happen there, but unfortunately not. So the orange team's looking like they're clawing a pretty good advantage out of this early game. Well, now mid game, they're at the 14-20 mark. as they still don't have a siege. They're definitely at a siege disadvantage. And at the 14-minute mark, we can actually take a look at the CP here. 6 kills to 9 for the blue team, so the orange team does have the kill lead, and the minion lead as well. About what is that? I can math. About 30 minions more, so the CP will be in their favor for sure, even though it's not actually that. It's not actually that clear, to be honest with you. 19, 17, 17, 15 versus 18, 17, 16, 16, 15. So, oh, that is going to be a replay bug. Let's try to fix that very quickly here. Give it a pause here. Ah, there we go. 23, 20 freaking 3 to 18 for the yin. My goodness. With even she's actually been farming more, but look at those kills. 5 to 2 to 3 assists. So that is going to be the advantage here for the orange team, as maybe he did actually end up getting those raptors. Whole bunch of massive gems. Oh, so the Kwang is going to have that stun lock. The Riktor is going to have the stun lock. Well, crazy stun lock there. And the Bellica. So a burst twin blast is going to be absolutely terrifying to see this, as you know what, one or even two of these could be flashfire pistons here in this early game. In the math department. So very nice. Nothing too special here. The quenching scales coming out for the Riktor already at the 15 CP mark. So that's absolutely great to see with Amulet of Veteran and the Lord's Ward. So now the orange team is going to be looking to create some sort of advantage very soon to then enable them to get the Ore Prime very easily. They have the blue team's offlane down, so they can't pull somebody away from Ore Prime to deal with that, but Ore Prime is very close, so they're going to have to create some sort of map advantage elsewhere. Maybe something like the blue team's safe lane, get that down, which is maybe why the Twin Blast and Riktor are there, trying to force that down to pull people away on the blue team to deal with that while they get Ore Prime. You're gonna have to start thinking like that, and I actually think that is why the Riktor and the Twin Blast are in the blue team safe lane, trying to force that tower down. They need some sort of map advantage here to secure Ore Prime and go for the win. So Morgash versus Morgash and the orange team's safe lane here in the blue lane's off lane. In the right lane, according to this orientation, I suppose that's just easier to say. Looks like they're going to be there, and the orange and blue team here. Oh, the pull is missed from the Riktor to secure a kill, secure an advantage that would have maybe translated into a tower kill and then Ore Prime. So very interesting to see that. Oh, Raptors are being done again, as they know they have the map advantage. Absolutely. Here's Frog Salmon just coming and getting some vision with Shadon being that warning. Don't touch my players, as if you get close, they are done. So the orange team is trading. Oh, looks like the orange team, Morgash, did go down with the 1v1 trade there. 1v1 duel. It looks like Rick Yo actually got the kill there. So good job on his part to maybe get something at least for letting the orange team get the Raptors. So that's 2 Raptors for the orange team. At least that's what I'm going to assume here, is maybe that Gideon Ultimate did get like a few of those Raptors. But, with the CP lead already 29, 50% stronger than the enemy in. That's going to be absolutely astronomical here in this early game, at least in the mid game here. That's, I think this. I think we're. Oh, very nice dodge here from the Bellica to read that Riktor pull. As boy, that pull, man. You land that. That's a game changer. So again, pardon me for any of these sniffles. I am still sick. Believe it or not. Been a week and a half, I think, and so my apologies if that is. There is some kinetic, very nicely done. Oh, the blue team does get a kill on the orange team Bellica here in the mid lane. So the orange team is gonna have to rally here, as that does give the blue team numbers advantage. Does give them the opportunity to create some map control here in the mid lane, and they do very easily get that. No follow-up though on the Bellica's stun on Shadon. So there's a 5-man group here in the mid lane creating some map control for the blue team. Very interesting. That was very quick turnaround. Now the blue team has the siege advantage. Whoa, look at Shadon. Oh, quenching scales to save his life from the Morgesh's ult. That is why you do that, ladies and gentlemen. That is why Morgesh is countered by some pretty good key cards and some key heroes as well. Blue team looking like, no, they aren't too interested in Orb Prime just yet. They maybe don't have too much of an advantage just yet to force an Orb Prime over the orange team. And look at that! Almost instantaneously, the blue team has come from behind here, at least in the siege department, and has an advantage. Pretty good advantage too. With the but their mid lane is actually going to go down very quickly here. Yeah, so not too much advantage for too long. Anyways, as they utilize, I guess the orange team was back in there a lot, and nothing really happened. So. Looks like the orange team is going to put the pressure on the mid lane. No, they are going to retreat. Maybe the Bellica here, the Deuce is calling for Orb Prime. They are going to de-ward it, and they have definitely ward advantage over the Orb Prime area. With a little bit of a pick here, maybe Kano is getting a little bit of position. Nope, the Twin Blast is here to... Ooh, but Kano, careful! Oh boy. There's a Riktor getting the pick on the Gideon. Oh, yes, they do, but there's a 1-for-1 trade. So now this Sevarog is in trouble. There's a Sevarog going down, so the orange team is going to put the blue team on the back foot. Here's Frog Sama. Oh, going the wrong way. Oh, no! The blue team has to come in from high now, take out the back line. So can they do it? Yes, there's the Bellica getting taken out here. The Yin will definitely be able to take her out. So there's a 1v1 trade. So the Deuce is trying to come back. Look at that. 3-person kill for the orange team. Oh boy, they're really being able to get this. So here's T.O. Nymph maybe trying to make something happen here, but he maybe thought that he had Shadon there to help him, but Shadon is going to absolutely not be able to take out this Yin, unfortunately. So there is the advantage they had down the drain with a little bit of miscommunication there, as the blue team's maybe going to be able to secure this Raptor camp. No, not really, as looks like the split push from the Morgesh. Vision doing a fantastic job here, getting maybe getting lucky here, able to utilize that little bit of an advantage of map control that she had with the rest of her team. Looks like the Yin tried to kill the Raptors, but nope, to no avail. Not enough damage, not just yet. Anyways, still giving her cleave. Looks like the Yin's gonna try to come in. Oh boy. Yep, there's one dead Yin. Or there's one dead Yin and a Bellica as well. Oh my goodness. So both teams kind of scrambling here. They're trying to they're definitely trying to force they're trying to force picks. They're trying to force some team fights, force some advantages to either get Raptors and Orb Prime. Raptors and Orb Prime are both up right now. So you can see that both teams are trying to press advantages. They're just trying to force something because they know that if it's either man's game, even though the blue team is behind, they are still behind. Yep, just a little bit. Well, especially their ADC here is definitely behind. But here comes a little bit of advantage. Kano's getting absolutely obliterated. There's a unfortunate there. There's Shadon trying to put the pain onto the Sevarog, but there's the the failed Gideon ultimate, and there is the blue team going to town. Look at that. Even though their Yin had to recall there, the blue team does have the advantage out of that. So the orange team unfortunately was failing there a little bit. Maybe their aggression has put them behind a little bit. Here's Shadon getting a little bit out of position. No, they're not going to get there. So yep, they are looking like they're going for Orb Prime. They're absolutely going for Orb Prime. My goodness. So pardon me. If the blue team can secure this, that's going to be a huge potential for them to win the game. I'm not sure if they can actually do it. Oh, the Deuce is getting there. She's just feeding them now. As look at the Shadon actually putting the pain to the blue team, maybe saying like, nope, you're not absolutely free. Oh, orange team. I think the blue team is too low to do Orb Prime. Yes, they are. But they're gonna try. Here's, I don't know. Let's see if they can do it here. The Yin is the primary damage dealer. Oh, careful! Oh my God! Oh boy, has a little bit of lifesteal. Oh, Rikyo's gonna have to do it. Oh, here comes the, oh yeah, here comes counter to absolutely delete the yin here. And now he knows, yep, there's the primary damage dealer, so they can't do Orb Prime, so he's gonna get out of there. The blue team knows that, so they go. So very nicely done to contest that. Maybe the Riktor there was onto something, forcing them out a little bit too much. And there you go. So Orb Prime was successfully contended, and oh, there's a war to here detect the Kwong with the purple buff, as they are absolutely all grouped around Orb Prime. They know that is a game changer here at this early mark. Looks like the blue teams what was just taken out? Blue team's safe lane was taken out there. So it looks like another engagement here is happening. There's Shadon with the absolutely nicely focused down Morigesh to delete her. Pardon me. As there you go. There's the advantage right there. One ability, and that was it. There you go, guys. I freaking love Riktor for that. Man, you have one ability and you can just change the course of the game. One ability there secures the kill, gives them the advantage. There's Vision there taking a frog. Sama, T.O. Nimp is going to be in that as well, because they know that if they can continue this advantage that they have here, they can absolutely secure the board prime much easier than before. The dude's there with the Teleblink. Nothing's going to happen really there. As there you go. Here's the Yin maybe coming in from behind, maybe trying to pick off some low health heroes. But no, Kano isn't low, so that should put her out of position. So yeah, she has to be careful here. And trying to make anything happen. The orange team is... They did have to go back, maybe for some mana and health. They're going to try to regroup again around Orb Prime. I have not seen a game like this in a while. And you know what? This is screaming team deathmatch to me. This is honestly screaming team deathmatch to me around Orb Prime, around the Raptors. Not much split pushing is done. Very little lane management has been done. Maybe just to defend some lanes here and there. But unfortunately, yeah, guys, let me know down in the comments what you're thinking. It just kind of really occurred to me that is exactly what's been happening for the past 15 minutes. As I remember saying at the 14-minute mark, that they will be looking to do Orb Prime soon. Let me know down in the comments what you think. I mean, this is exciting. I'm not gonna lie, this is exciting. It is, you know, there's some great engagements happening, some great stuff happening. It is exciting. It just, well, you know, is this the kind of meta that we want? Is this the kind of game that we want? And you know what? My verdict is still out on that. My verdict is still out, as it's still changing, so I'm not sure. Got a little philosophical on you there, so please let me know down in the comments what you guys think. So the orange team, maybe they do know that the Morigesh here isn't in her safe lane, so maybe that does provide them with a little bit of a numbers advantage. Ooh, Kano, no, missing with the sword there. Try to create some sort of a pick here, but they want to do Orb Prime, they just aren't committing to it, as now they maybe have the disadvantage here with the Morigesh for having to go into the off lane. Not grouping up here. Maybe landing the hive there that might force that lane in the appropriate direction. As oh, there's a blink for Shadon to create that, to start that engagement here, but oh, there's the ultimate trying to do that, but there is they don't have any means to disrupt the Gideon ultimate, but looks like, was that enough to put the advantage in the blue team's favor? No, it wasn't. The orange team is still low. There's a missed stun, 2 missed pulls and 2 missed stuns. 3-person subjugate, is that enough? Yes, that is enough to delete whoever that was here, the Bellica. No, but the orange team does get the advantage there. The quadra kill out of the orange team, looking like they didn't even... No, Vision did. He was a part of that. Are they going to push the siege advantage instead of going for Orb Prime? I think they are, just because they are low on health and low on mana. They are here already, and the minion wave is here, so they might go to try for that. So here's the Sevrog is going to try to maybe get some sort of a pick. He maybe can. Here's Shadon with a blink into a pull, but does that just secure his own death instead, because he's pretty low himself. No follow-up from Kano and T.O. Nimp, so they're going to have to go back here and see what else they can do. So Raptors aren't up. Orb Prime is up, but they're all low. So they're just going to have to go get a tier 2 tower for that engagement there. Maybe that's not what they wanted. Maybe they did want Orb Prime out of that. Of course they did, but hey, they are going to get what they are given. And at least utilize that as much as they can. So it looks like the orange team's offlane here that Hive was enough to get that push in the right direction. And again, they're just going to group up around Orb Prime. Very, very interesting. Very interesting here. Yeah, guys, let me know down in the comments what you think. It is very exciting. The Orb Prime pit is an exciting arena for these teams to battle it out in, but we're gonna have to see here what Epic decides to do with some changes. They have stated that some Orb Prime and Raptor changes are coming out, I believe, in version 40. So we have a few patches to go. At least that's what I remember. I could be completely wrong. I am probably completely wrong. So please let me know again down in the comments. You guys have a good discussion down there of what you guys want to see here. It is T.O. Nymph going to town here on the Raptors. Shadon is going to do a very nice job here, zoning for his team. Looks like T.O. Nymph is getting focused now. Holy smokes! There's the Gideon absolutely deleting him. That should give him the advantage. Shadon is getting absolutely grouped up on, so he has to retreat. Here's Kano missing a sword and his ultimate as well. And now he is going to get focused down here. Here's the Yin with her nice whip. But nope. No, they're not going to get the kill there. Oh, but here's Dux is maybe getting enough, biting off too much that he can chew. Unfortunately, the blue team does get the advantage out of that. Well done indeed. Well done. Blue team kind of, you know, coming out of nowhere with these kills, with these successful team fights. So it's very nice to see. Oh, Vision here with one of the Raptor kills. Oh, and 2 of the Raptor steals. So that actually ended up being favorable for the orange team, believe it or not. Even with those kills. Well, no. Their carry did go down, so that is going to hurt them overall as a team. But that wasn't as bad here for the orange team as maybe that looked. At the 30-minute mark, we're going to see here that here we're going to take a look at the kills here. So look at that, 40 plus 20 is 60 more farm here for the orange team, and 2 more kills. The blue team has been doing a good job here, coming back from the kill deficit that they did have with, let's see here, in the CP department, let's just make sure that there isn't a replay bug. Let's just make sure about that. And 57 CP at the 30-minute mark. My God, man. T.O. Nymph going to town here. 12 kills, 5 deaths. And that is maybe... Oh, switch out all of those Matstone Gems for some Impact Hammers, Bind of the Iron Eater, and Blink Shot. It is... Oh, and Bounty Stalker. Yes. So I very much like that. There you go. There's Bounty Stalker in a high elo game. This is the first time I've seen this freaking card in a high elo game. I absolutely loved it on Legacy. It wasn't changed for Monolith, and now it finally has been. Past couple patches ago anyways. So 6% crit chance for 4 seconds max, 7 stacks, 30% crit chance, just like that. Kaboomy on a Twin Blast with all of this stun lock on his team. Absolutely phenomenal value he's going to extract from this. So that is an incredibly smart move. Fantastic to see that. Tickles my fancy amazingly. 40% crit chance on that. So very interesting build. Oh, I just love it. Oh my God. Blink Shot. Man, this is absolutely fantastic. T.O. Nymph, you're just making my day, man. Fantastic build. Shout on here with the Teleblink, absolutely, and Blood-Soaked Armor to help with the Raptors and Orb Prime. Quenching Scales, absolutely love it. Very interesting build there. Thick Blood on the Belka as well. Thick Blood. Oh, interesting. So providing more utility here to counteract that Quenching Scales that both team are going to have here. Quenching Scales coming up for probably the Belka. No. Oh, Quenching Scales for the Morgesh. There we go. So, yeah, very interesting to see Quenching Scales on a Morgesh, maybe as a counteract. So, look at all this thick blood. Oh, man, I would not want to be a Chimera or a Rampage here on either team, because that's just going to absolutely just destroy his ultimate. So, Rampage, not very meta, unfortunately, with all these thick bloods in here. So, look at that. Very interesting builds all across the board. Quenching Scales... Oh man, very interesting to see this on so many heroes. As you know, they can use it individually and they can use it as a team. I mean, as long as one person uses it at the right time, I mean, there you go. So very interesting to see that. Very interesting builds in this match. We're gonna take a more we're gonna take a longer look at that later on, because that's very, very interesting indeed. Now both teams are kind of resetting. Both teams' jungles, actually the blue team, their jungle has been taken care of. The orange team not so much. With the orange team, let's take a look here. Yeah, so they are full stacks here. Well, only one of them are. So they're both teams doing a pretty good job here. Look at the blue team's jungle all taken care of, nicely warded as well. Blue team having both Orb Prime and Raptors warded. And now again, the convergence on Orb Prime begins once more. Here's Shadon with the purple buff. That's very dangerous as well. And there is the stun lock from Proxima. Kaboomy. She's taken out. Just like that. Numbers advantage and the map advantage as well, with Morgesh out of position as well. So there is their cue to take Orb Prime for the win. This should be the win, guys. These high-low players should be able to use this as well. Oh, here's Kano. Oh, God. Okay. Yeah, there's Orb Prime. Careful, blue team. Careful, blue team. Here's Riktor. That should be, yep. There's, oh, yep. Guys, Riktor, man. Riktor. Freaking Riktor, man. Freaking Riktor. What can I say? And that should be the game here in the orange team's favor. So looking just for that one little, oh, there's a 2 teleblinks into some. There's Kano gonna delete Mr. Wacko. Yep. Absolutely deleted. And there's the win. So you're looking for that advantage. You are looking for that pick, that 1 kill to give you the numbers advantage. You're looking for somebody out of position across the map, so that 1 kill turns into a 2-person advantage with the 1 person over, you know, elsewhere on the map. And then you just take Orb Prime, and that's it. So, guys, there you guys have it. There is the meta. I mean, we kind of looked at the bills, not that long ago, but here's Yin going into some high-cost cards right off the bat. So, interesting to see that. Here's some Frog Sama. So this is a very meta build here. Maybe ability pen too early. It's a little bit too early for the math to work out on that one. Venom Shell, Thorn, Green Wave, great cards here on Severai. Absolutely fantastic with a Thermal Bond. Absolutely with all of this stun lock here on this team. That's going to be absolutely very, very, very effective. Thick Blood coming up from the Gideon as well. Very interesting to see that on here. I mean, it does give you power and mana, so it's a great card. It's a great card, so you can still fill it with minor strikes just like he did, even though there's no upgrade bonus. I'm not sure why exactly he would do that, but hey, that's okay. Very interesting to see Thick Blood, quenching scales from the Morgesh as well. Very interesting build here as well. So very interesting. You guys can let me know down in the comments what you guys think about that. Look at these teleblinks. I absolutely love these blinks. Blink on a Riktor. Boy, is it great. You can use it in emergency situation as long as you can kind of see it coming. Quenching Scales, Blood-Soaked Armor. That's very interesting. I love that idea, just so he can help with the Raptors and Orb Prime tremendously. It's absolutely phenomenal. Go and check out a video by Raptors on Blood-Soaked Armor, and he explains it very well, showcases it very well. So please go and check his video out on that. Very great. Awesome stuff. Wonderful game. Wonderful builds. Great to see. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know down in the comments what you guys think about everything that we discussed here. The focus on Raptors, the focus on Prime Guardian. Are they too powerful? Are they too powerful? Are we seeing too strong of a meta that's kind of breaking the game? What do you guys think? What do you think down in the comments, especially and as well the build? So please like the video if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it, share with the community, and of course, guys, subscribe. If you guys like this content, found it useful, please subscribe so we can do it for you in the future. Till next time, like always, stay optimistic and positive.